Okay, it's been a while since I've done an unboxing here on the RetroCore channel, and I'm actually very excited for this one. This is a Consolized MVS unit. I'm sure everyone knows that an MVS unit is the arcade version of the AES, the Neo Geo. Now this one has been set up to work with RGB video as well as component video, so I'm really looking forward to checking this out. And it has one little surprise as well. Okay, so let's unbox this thing. They definitely wanted it to get to me. It's got my address all over it. Oh, it's actually on the other side as well. Okay, let's get this baby open. I've been looking forward to this for quite some time now. Alright. Now if you want to buy this, I will be putting a link in the video description to where I got it from. It's not cheap, but you know, it's a quality item, so you can't expect to get good stuff for next to nothing. But it is cheaper than you might expect. Okay, so it's good to see it's well packed. Power cable there. And oh, there's a box at the bottom. Okay, nothing else in there. Put that over there for now. In this little box we have got a power brick. Okay, it's quite a meaty one as well. Let's see, there it is. So don't know if you can see if that's going to focus on there. So this is a universal power brick, and thankfully they've given me Japanese style plug. It's got an earth socket on it though, so I'll have to get some sort of adapter for that. But let's take a look at the main unit. Okay. Man, I just vacuumed this floor. I'm going to have to vacuum it again. Still bits on it. Okay. Let's get into this. Oh man, it's like Christmas. Wow, this really is packed well. Okay. Nothing else in there, is there? No. Okay. Now, off the top of my head, I think this unit was about $250. I can't remember now. But anyway, yeah, as I said, I will post a link in the video's description. Okay, don't want to scratch the machine. Okay, oh, there it is. Check it out. Look at that. That is beautiful. It's got some logos still screened onto the top of the, what is that, Perspex? Oh, that is lovely. Oh, very nice. And I think this is the 1B board, the Neo Geo 1B board, and it's meant to be pre-installed with UniBIOS. So we'll have to check that out. But look at the front. What can you see? Well, we've got the power switch here, and we've got the standard Snk controller ports. But check out these Sega Saturn controller ports. That is fantastic. Sega Saturn has the best control pads ever made. I'm sure some Neo Geo fans are not going to be happy with me saying that, but yeah, the Japanese Sega Saturn pads are sublime. Plus you got the arcade sticks as well, including the actual stick that was used in Japanese, what are they called, Astrovision or something, can't remember now, arcade cabinets, which plug in using the Sega Saturn ports. That is just excellent stuff. Okay, around the back we've got all the video options. As you can see, we've got YCBGR there, basically component video. We've got the AV video as well, stereo out. We've got S video out and RGB out, although it says RGBS out. And the power goes in here. That is beautiful. Okay, and on the bottom, we've just got a couple of air vent holes. Okay, so we need some games to go with this. Oh, there's some little feet on here as well. Oh, that is just beautiful. Okay, so we need some games. So I also got another parcel from China. let's open this up, and I'm sure you know what's in here. It's kind of obvious. Let's see. By the way, I did order a Garon Densetsu special, Fatal Fury special from Yahoo Auctions, MVS cartridge. That was 5,000 yen, but that has not arrived yet. But not to worry, because we've got this. Yep, this is the famous 161 in one cartridge, MVS cartridge. Yeah, okay, so we'll be plugging that in and seeing what this beauty is like. Now actually there's probably only about 90 odd games on this thing, because a lot of them are clones or knockoff versions. And you get this lovely sticker thing with all the games listed. Oh, oops, that was good, wasn't it? Yeah, the sticker thing with all the games listed on it. Okay, pause that if you want to see all the games. Now, since this comes without a box, I went and made one. Oh yeah, that shows you how pumped I am for this thing. I've even made the box for the cartridge. And yeah, that was fairly easy to make. It was a bit of a pain printing it because I had to print it on A3 paper, but all the games are listed on the back there too. This is actually an AES box, but the MVS cartridge, ooh, just, yeah, it fits in nicely. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to connect this thing up to the video capture card. Let's switch it on and see what it's like. And of course, we're going to be running the video. Let's do it through, well, we'll do it through components, since I got some spare component cables. Why not? So please excuse the mess. I've just set this thing up, and I've got the video signal going out through the component and S-Video. So you can actually split the signal to run on 2 different TVs or 3 different TVs at the same time. Unfortunately, I don't have a Neo Geo RGB cable, so we can't use the RGB. But here is the S-Video image running on the TV. And as you can see, it looks pretty good. We've got the scan lines as well, since it's running through the FrameMeister. Let's take a look at the component video image. There we go. And the sound will go off because the actual sound's going through the FrameMeister. But here we go with the component video. And to be honest, I think the S-Video image looks better. Simply because the FrameMeister is doing the upscaling. This is a 240p image upscaled to 1080p by the TV, and it does look a little bit soft. Now you're probably wondering why I don't run the component image through the FrameMeister. Well, I did try, but the FrameMeister didn't like it. It would only play the sound back, not the picture, no matter what settings I used. But not to worry, because the S-Video image through the FrameMeister with scan lines does look very, very nice indeed. That's the S-Video image. Okay, so let's take a look at how they've mapped the buttons. I'm using a Sega Saturn controller. So let's just get the Sega Saturn controller into focus. Here we go. And I hope it does focus on this bloody thing. Let's zoom back a little bit. Okay, so what they've gone and done is they've gone and mapped the buttons like this. Start is start, as you'd expect. And this is actually Neo Geo C, Neo Geo D, A and B. These 2 buttons do nothing, and this is the coin input button here. So let's see the universal BIOS on this thing up and running, and let's connect it to the video capture card, because then we don't have to deal with a camera going out of focus all the time. Okay. Okay, so I've actually switched off the scan lines on this system, just because it'll look better when we put this up on YouTube. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is, how do you access the multi-BIOS screen? Well, that's very simple. You just hold down start and the coin button when you get to the boot up screen. And here we are now in the universal BIOS settings. We can you know, do the cheat database, put some cheats into the game if it's available. We've got debug, dip switch settings, we've got the patch memory. We can soft reboot the system, change the color options of the you know, the RGB values here. Don't mess around with them too much. Check out the memory viewer, the video RAM viewer. Don't want to be messing about with that either. And connect it to a PC, and I'm not too sure what that's all about. Now there are other options as well. So we can change the region of the console. So we can put it as Japan, USA or Europe. Obviously I'm going to keep it on Japan because you get all the nice blood in the games then. And you can also choose between arcade version or console version. Arcade being the MVS settings and console being the AES settings. I'm going for console because then you can access options in some games without having to go into the debug menu. Okay, we can check the general BIOS settings here. So we can disable some stuff such as the boot up hardware test. In-game menus we can disable, but we're going to keep them on, and various other things. We can check the game card or the game cartridge to make sure it's okay. Since this is some sort of a fake cartridge, I don't know if that's going to work too well, so I'll get out of there. And we've got the jukebox player. Now, I don't think this is going to work on this multi-game cartridge, so I'm going to have to wait until I get my Garon Densetsu special cartridge and check it out with that. But apparently you should be able to play all the game music from within the game from here, which is pretty cool. And again, you've got that PC to Neo thing. Be sure cable is connected via the 2-player joystick port and PC software is running. Maybe that's just to update the BIOS? I'm not sure, but I'm not going to mess about with that. Okay, so let's take a look at this 161-in-1 cartridge. As you can see, there are 161 games, but a lot of them are hacks. We've got some really good games as well. Most of the King of Fighters are in there. But I'm going to start off playing that shoot 'em up that was just running before. Where is it? Where is it gone? There it is, Andros Dunos. And the game starts up pretty fast, so I'm going to hit the start button now. And there you go, instant boot. I just turn the sound up a little bit on the video capture card. Insert my coin. Oh, I just thought I don't have to insert the coin, do I? Because I went and put it onto a AES mode. And this is the reason why. I can choose the level settings much easier now. Let's put it on normal, continue, yeah. Oh, we've got a sound test too. Cool. Oh, wrong button. Okay, let's play some shoot 'em up. Alright, no rapid fire option here. Looks like I need a rapid fire controller for that. Now, a lot of people do complain that this 161 cartridge does glitch out on some games, and that's true. There are 1 or 2 games on it that, oops, wasn't paying attention there. There are 1 or 2 games on it that do glitch out. But for the majority, most of the games work perfectly fine. And the ones that do glitch out are minor little graphical glitches. So you can't really complain considering that this cartridge cost probably less than most AES games. You can change your weapon there using the B button. Oops. Fairly cool. But I'm going to play that a lot more later on. So let's get out of this game by holding down the start button for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, well, okay, 6 seconds. It resets the system and we go back to the main menu. Okay, let's try a different game. Bang Bread or Bang Bead. No idea what that is. Let's give that a try. Another Visco game. Okay, we'll just pick that dude. Oh, okay, it's like some sort of like Super Deluxe Pong game. That's what this is. Ooh, right, I'm not doing very well. Okay. Hold down the start button for 5 seconds, reset it. There we go. And let's check out another game. let's check out a game which is pretty it's a hardware intensive. What have we got? King of Fighters 2014. Well, we'll put SNK Capcom vs SNK Chaos or whatever it's called. Let's see. Here we go. You got some hacked versions there. Whatever. We'll just pick the first one. Now this is why a Sega Saturn controller is very handy, especially for me. Unfortunately, you can't remap the buttons on the Saturn controller. They are basically programmed in by whoever made this consolized Neo Geo. But still, you get used to it after a while. And they are set out the same way as a Neo Geo CD controller, so what you expect really. But yeah, the controls are working absolutely perfectly fine here. Lovely stuff. And I did read some articles online that said that this cartridge would slow down. How or why it would slow down, I don't know, considering that it's running on real Neo Geo hardware. Maybe those people had dodgy Neo Geo boards. Okay, let's try out one more game. Let's hold down that start button. Okay, and let's go. Yeah, let's try out a bit of Metal Slug. Let's see, Metal Slug. Oops, Metal Slug 4. Okay, game start. Pick the first person, Marco. Alright, what are my buttons? Okay, well this is good. I've got no fire. Well, I can move left and right, but I've got no fire. Right, okay, well that is an issue straight away. There is no fire. What's going on there? Let me just check this out in the options screen. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, should I? Let's try Metal Slug Plus, which is a Chinese hacked version. Options. Ah, bloody hell. Looks like you can't press start button to go to the options. Yeah, no fire button there either. Let's go to the BIOS menu and soft reboot that. Okay, let's go to the options. Key config. Okay, here we go. Everything was set to A. How bloody dumb is that? Okay, jump is gun is A. Oh, come on. Jump is B. Yes. And we'll have grenade as D. Metal Slug attack. We'll put that as C. Yeah, C. Okay. Vulcan fix. No, won't bother. No. Okay. Now we should be able to play the game. Yes, please. Well, that was weird, wasn't it? All the controls being set up like that. Why have I got game over straight away? What the hell? Oops. Now, maybe this is what people were talking about when they said that this 161 in one cartridge is a bit dodgy. Alright, let's try one more time. Options. Hero down was 0. It was down at 0. Okay, set up all the controls again. Hi. Yep. that is C. Right, finally, we should be able to play the game. Here we go. Okay. At last we are playing. And what the hell have I got a cloud of thunder and lightning following me around for? Okay, it's working. Nice. And my jump's working, yes. My grenades are working, lovely. Slow down there, but I'm pretty sure it slows down on a real Neo Geo anyway. So yeah. So there it is, the consolized Neo Geo from China. And I have to say, it is excellent. It uses real Japanese SNK Neo Geo boards. And the accessories which have been added to it, such as the Saturn inputs, as well as the standard Neo Geo and the multiple video outs, is excellent. There's no way you can complain about this. It's one solid bit of kit. I'm very impressed. And yeah, I mean, it's beautiful as well. It's very simple, but it does the job. So yeah, if you want one, check out the link below. As I said, they're not cheap, but they're definitely worth picking up. Unless this one blows up in about 5 minutes time, which I hope it doesn't. Well, I'm off to play some Neo Geo games, so whatever you're doing, keep on gaming and enjoy those games.